watch stamped images come to life. These animation, cutting die, and stamp combos from Uchi's design create unique cards and envelope pockets with images that just seem to move. You can just see that butterfly fluttering. And the instructions show you how to do it. So this is just really unique. Everything about this card was created with one of the kits that you see before you. I added some greetings here stamped. That's separate, but everything else that you see came with the instructions, etc., with the card, and we'll show you how to do this, and we'll show you the elements of these kits. So there are 3 stamp and die combo kits. I'm going to start with this one. This is the animation card. There's also an animation small card and an animation envelope card. So animation card combo, this is kind of the larger or standard size. It creates a 4 3/4 inch by 5.5 inch card. So this is the card I created with this kit. It comes with everything you see on the front of here, which includes 6 cutting dies to create those card pieces, and that comes on a magnetic mat. Each one of the combo kits has this magnetic mat to hold those cutting dies. You're getting this large card die, cutting die piece, you're getting frames for cutting, and you're getting embellishments like a butterfly, which has some embossed areas, and a couple of banners, and they have a stitched edge on them. So that's pretty cool. You're also getting in that combo kit the instructions for how to create your animated card. You're getting what's called an animation grid, and this is what goes over your stamped image, because you're also getting that butterfly stamp. Looks kind of strange on its own, but once you stamp it and then place the grid over it, and you'll move that grid back and forth, then you will start to see the animation. You can see it just doing it over that silkscreen stamped image there. So that's the larger of the 2 card animation kits. Now this is the small card combo. It creates a 3 inch by 4 inch card, and it has some different elements. I'll show you the die cuts, but it's got a frame on the outside with some words with these die cuts. You can do the same type of deal. You're going to be able to create a card like this, and it will have a window that opens up and gives you that animation. With this one, you're getting 14 cutting dies, and you're getting so much more because they've included words like happy, I love you, be you, kisses and hugs, friend, hello, love, smile. All of those are individual pieces that you can cut out of this, what's used for a frame, and you can use those to cut out a sentiment right there in the frame for your card. But it also has that large die cutting piece to cut out the elements of your card. Again, the magnetic mat. You're also getting with this the instructions of how to put together this small card. You're getting the animation grid, and you're getting a small stamp. And this one is an owl. Really hard to figure out by itself, but when you place the animation grid on top of it and move it back and forth, see if I can do that for you here. I don't know if you can see it with just with just this. It's going to make it, oh, I've got it upside down. Maybe that'll work better. You'll be able to see that owl flapping its wings. I don't think I can do it just here. You're really going to need that stamped image to make it work. But when you do, it's going to be an interesting look. It's fun with the stamps and combining them. You can see a little bit of the owl there. So that's fun. And then you've got what's called the animation envelope. Now, this is not an envelope in the sense that it's going to be made to put a card into, but it is going to make an envelope pocket that you can pull out, and I can show you that here. I created one just like this. So here's the pocket that it will create, and then you can create a piece that does this. Now you're seeing this in red instead of black because I combined this envelope with a couple of different elements, and I'll show you those in just a minute, how you can make it red instead of black. But this is what, and all of these pieces are cut and stamped with the animation die cut set combo that has the envelope. So This contains, let's see, there are the cutting dies, 9 cutting dies, including this outer piece that cuts the envelope, and then you have all of these shapes to cut a window in your envelope, a round window or a square window. You can cut the edge of a card with a tab. You can make a little cutout in your envelope so that it's easy to pull things out of it. You can also cut a little folding tab here that goes over the edge here, and I can show you some of that in just a moment. You're also getting one of the grids along with this, and you get a stamp. And this stamp, very hard to see like this, but the end result of this stamp, let me point it out here, is like a little kitty that moves back and forth. I can get you a better image of that. There we go, right there. So the little kitty will move back and forth, and you'll get kind of an interesting look with that. So those are the 3 combo kits. In addition, what you can buy separately to go with any one of these kits, because you do get 1 grid with the kit, you're ready to go to make at least 1 or 2 cards, but you're going to be able to buy separate grids. So there is 5 in a pack here of these additional animation grids. Or, by the way, animation grids come in vertical lines because some stamps need those vertical lines, and sometimes they need horizontal lines. And so you can get them in vertical or horizontal, depending on the stamp that you have. The stamp that goes with all of the 3 combo kits I just showed you use the vertical lines. So you can use that one, or we have additional stamps available. So let me show you just briefly. Be sure and check out our different stamp sets because you can get some really fun looks. Check out paperwishes.com to see the other stamp sets. And at least one of those, this one in particular, needs those horizontal animation grids. And so if I move this one up and down, you can really see some movement there. It has words, it has butterflies, but we have lots more to look at on paperwishes.com to find out which grid you need and which stamp you'd like to add, because you can use any of these stamps with the combo kits that I've shown you, but you can also create your own grid with grid cutting dies. So you can make them in any color that you like, and you can make a larger piece, or you can make a little slider piece that will slide in and out of an envelope. So these are all options for you to choose from to add to your animation card making collection. With this one, I want to mention that I did use that animation cutting die grid. So I used that to cut out a grid from red cardstock. And because I did that, I was able to choose a red ink, go ahead and stamp my image, and then I've got this nice colored piece. So fun. I just love that. I like the little window there, and you can really see the movement with those flowers. So let me show you how to put together a card like this, and be sure and check out our upcoming February webisode to see more on what we've done with the animation cards. But I used the larger of the 2 card kits, and here are the elements that you're going to need. You're going to use the cutting die to cut out 2 of these pieces. I'm going to set this one aside for now, but you're definitely going to need one of those for the front panel. And then it tells you to cut a card, and it gives the dimensions in the instructions, and I'm using a black cardstock so you can see the difference between the 2. So I've got a card, I've got it folded. It's actually smaller than this piece, and you're going to see that in the instructions. And you're going to start by gluing this piece onto the left here. So I will glue it onto the left just so that then my card, if I'm looking at it backwards, will open like this. Okay, once I've done that, I can go ahead and die cut those great frame windows out of all 3 layers, the front, the back, and the center of these. I've already done that, so I went ahead and cut out that piece. So now I have, like you're seeing, I have this card with these windows going right through. Now with the cutting die, it also scored this piece in just the right place so that I can do this, get a nice crease, and if I had a bone folder it would make nicer, but now we want these pieces are actually going to sit behind that card. And don't worry, the fold there and the fold here is kind of in two different places, but that's the way it needs to work to accommodate the sliding action of your card. So the next thing I'm going to do is take my animation grid, and these are horizontal lines that I'm going to be using. This stamp has horizontal lines, so I'm going to use the horizontal grid, and I'm going to glue it in place right here. So let me get out my tape and do that really quickly. Just a little bit of tape or glue is going to attach that piece, and I'm calling these the legs that are on here, and I'm just going to place that on there right up to the fold line. So now with my horizontal lines, when I fold this over, just like so, now I'm going to turn my card over so that when this card opens, that piece in the back will be moving back and forth. And the last thing you need to do to complete this card is, remember I asked you to cut 2 of these, and the instructions say to cut the legs off of the second piece. So I'll cut off these legs because I won't need this for the back. Fold back, remember that's already scored and ready to go, and then I'm going to attach this right there. So let me set it here for a moment. I'm going to get tape right onto the back of that piece. I know I'm going off the edge a little bit, but I wanted to do this quickly for you so that you could see. So now I've got tape on there, it's folded over. I'm going to move this out of the way, and I'm going to attach it to the back of that folded card piece right there. And this ends up being, wow, like what's going on? What kind of a construction is that? But it's going to work. When you fold over the animation grid, then you fold over the back layer, then you turn it over. And now we've got a card that opens. It is covered on the back, and on that back layer is where I'm going to stamp my image. So if I bring in my finished card, you'll see that. If I open it to that back layer, remember we just attached that here. I've stamped my image vertically following the instructions. I'm folding over my animation grid on the back. Now you can see it through the window, and there it is. So there's your finished animation, and all of the instructions for this are within the combo kits. Like I said, be sure to check out our February week of webisodes so you can see how easy it is really to put these together as long as you have the instructions. And the 3 combo kits just make for really amazing animations. And three combo kits. I really do love the little envelope too. I just think that's really fun. And you can be sure and check out the different stamps that are available that you can use with any of these combo kits.